Well, good morning, our beloveds. Our another is being persnickety right now, choosy about what she posts. She wants fewer words, more meaning, better content, stronger messages, more important things to say, and yet we continue to blather on with stuff that matters not in her world. And yet it matters. She understands not why we share, why we carry this torch, why we message you all as we do, because there is meaning in our vibration. There is purpose to our word choice. There is more important purpose in our topics. And she posts not as she feels not inspired. And this is her journey as much as it is your journey. And she gets to choose how and when and where she implements what we say. She fears some days. She worries some days. She sees growth some days. And yet she continues to have profound insights into her own journey, her own trauma, her own meaning of why this has all happened, her own regrets, her own sincere thoughts and well wishes for her another from the past. And yet it matters not. Her desires are not considered. It is the path of the universe these days. Your wishes have less control over how the universe plays out right now because there is karma that is playing out. And when someone commits a sin, if you will, if somebody breaks a karmic rule or law that has universal consequences, when that happens, there is a path, there is a process that is greater than your own heart's desire. You can forgive someone else for their past transgressions, but your forgiveness does not dictate the outcome of their karmic experiences. It is the universe that comes in to right the wrongs in the eyes of many of you, but really to level the playing field. You must grow in one form or another. And if you choose to bypass self-growth, then the universe will impose these messages and these learning opportunities on you. And that is where free will no longer really applies so much. You may choose to go in one direction, but the universe forces you in another because the karmic expression simply demands that. And sometimes it is still because you are attempting to move uphill when the gravitational pull of the river of life is moving you in the direction in which you are meant to go. It's not punishment. It's actually a loving embrace of where your greatest opportunities for growth lie. And this is why we continue to share through our another. And she is more vibrationally attached to this message today because she herself is more vibrationally attached. So we may have hit a home run here. But why? Because it helps to explain some of her own inner destructive thoughts, why her intentions are overridden in many ways, because she doesn't understand what she can't energetically see. And yet she trusts implicitly because at some point in your life, you just surrender. You give up the desire to hike upstream in cold, raging rivers or waters, and you simply surrender to the direction of the river of life where it wishes to take you. And therein is your greatest surrender too. Just let go and see where the universe takes you. You might find greater joy, more prosperity, more curiosity in how life works, and sincerity in your approach to life, because you'll no longer be creating or crafting the outcome of your life, but instead will allow us to create and craft your life. Many have lost their lives recently in one form or another because resistance creates greater opportunity for trauma or trials. And when you go with the river of life, the flow of your own purpose, you will find different challenges and different opportunities. But when the resistance in your life becomes too great, sometimes the soul just pops out of your body because it realizes and experiences the futility of continuing forward. And so instead, your soul says, we think that this particular expression of life has come to an end, and we shall begin again. Many of you are completely unaware of this particular experience because, believe it or not, it is still hidden in the shadows. But with time, some of you may begin to understand what this expression of life looks like, because your imprint remains here on earth, even though your soul has left its current battleground. Making peace with your lot in life is oftentimes a better solution, because your soul will continue to grow and expand here, because more opportunities for growth still appear on the horizon. But when your resistance becomes too great that you completely freeze up and you are backed into a corner, that is where the checkmate experience occurs, and your soul topples over and says, I surrender. And that is the end of that particular another's journey. And so it is. Namaste.